From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
New at noon, the Roseville man accused of shooting and killing an 18-year-old at a graduation party faces a judge. Plus, a university on alert after several reports of a peeping Tom in campus dorms. Brandon?
We are still tracking Irma, the effect, the shower chances it brings to Metro Detroit on your Wednesday.
And good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for Local 4 News at noon. I'm Rhonda Walker, and topping our news, 3 different disturbing reports of Oakland University of someone spying on students in the shower areas of the dorms just in the past week alone. We do want to get right out to Local 4's Sean Lay joining us now live from campus to tell us more about this investigation and who they're looking for.
Rhonda, good afternoon to you. If you have a daughter here at OU, get on the phone with them, send them a text if they haven't seen this campus alert. Here's why. We just met with the police chief here of Oakland University Police. He did confirm to us that, yes, 3 incidents of peeping Tom situation of girls showering here, but in 2 of those incidents, the girls noticed someone was holding a cell phone right above their shower curtain, making this a very serious situation indeed if girls here are being videotaped while they shower in residence halls. Let's go to the videotape. We'll tell you exactly what we know at this point. The alert has come out this week that on Tuesday and Wednesday in the early morning hours, while girls here in the residence halls are getting ready for class, one noticed that they were being watched by a man inside their shower in very close proximity. 2 others noticed that a cell phone was being held right above the shower curtain. Co-eds we're talking to today, they're getting the message of the alert. They're alarmed.
I was kind of scared. I was like, I'm in a place where I have my own private bathroom, but I kind of feel bad for the people that don't have private bathrooms because I would feel very uncomfortable if somebody saw me.
Uncomfortable indeed. Someone videotaping these girls as they're taking a shower, an ultimate violation here on the OU campus taking place inside those residence halls. Look, the girls did get a look at the guy. Very vague description. African-American male, about 18 to 21, so about college age inside 2 of the residence halls here. Rhonda, back to you.
Oh, that is so troubling, Sean. I don't know, were you able to identify kind of the makeup of the dorm? I mean, are boys, other students, men allowed on their floor in that area? And also, did police have any leads?
Well, let's talk about the leads first. They do. Once they put this alert out, their phones started ringing. They are chasing down leads as we speak right now. As for the dorms, there's security there. You're not supposed to be able to just come and go as you please, but the chief does admit that sometimes people piggyback off each other to get in. So we'll be getting into that security issue and those leads a little bit later tonight as we work on this for Local 4 News starting at 4 and 5.
All right, Sean, very troubling. Thank you. Hopefully they can track this guy down. Also new at noon, we are expecting to learn more about the death of 18-year-old Luke Fillery today, as the man accused of killing this teen is now in court for a preliminary hearing. Amir Mangona is accused of shooting this teen at a graduation party in Roseville back in August. Keep it right here with Local 4 and clickondetroit.com. We will continue to keep you updated on the very latest updates as this continues. Meanwhile, we want to switch gears and check in with Brandon, who has been preparing us for maybe a little rain and clouds because of what's left of Irma.
The weakest part of Irma is heading our way, and so she's still giving us trouble. Wouldn't you know? Not in a really bad way, just is it going to stay together and bring us some showers later today? We could always use them. Temps in the low 70s for most. Clouds are a little bit thicker from Adrian up to Jackson, so we have upper 60s there. Still stuck at 59 up in Sandusky. We've had some winds coming off of the lakes, a little more cloud cover, even a few showers coming and going, but the winds are shifting directions. Now more out of the south, and so warming over the next several days will be taking place. But the humidity is up a little bit today, and with those winds out of the south, that is where that rain is, so we're going to track that through the day. Some cloud breaks, though, over the next couple of hours, and middle 70s for highs. 4 to 8 p.m. our best window for some Irma showers, and that could impact the evening drive just a little bit. You notice here, again, we're getting some gaps in the cloud cover, and that will likely continue as it continues spinning in from the south and southeast, but we'll track the heavier bulk of this rain coming in later, and also tracking 80s. If you'd like your forecast for the entire 7 days, we have all 4 zones updated on the weather tab of clickondetroit.com.
Brandon, thank you. 64-year-old man is in critical condition after a shooting on Detroit's west side. It happened on Mendota Street in the area of Grand River in Wyoming. Police say that Robert Mitchell was shot in the head by what they believe is a stray bullet from outside of the home. The shooting is under investigation. And in Westland, it's 22-year-old Jovica Nikolowski that has been charged with murdering his roommate. Nikolowski is accused of stabbing 25-year-old Space Gazani. If Jovica is convicted, he does face life in prison. He is being held without bond and is scheduled to reappear in court next Tuesday. And a stranger danger alert in Macomb County, where a man tried to lure a girl into his car. This girl was waiting for the bus, a school bus, at Ashland and Memory Lane in Harrison Township yesterday morning when the man approached her. The man asked her if she needed a ride to school. When she said no, he told her to get in the car, and that's when the school bus arrived and she quickly got on. The girl's father is just glad that the bus arrived when it did.
School bus hadn't been there. Was he alone? Wasn't he alone? Would he have forced her in there? Would somebody just jump out and grab her?
The man was described as a white male in his early 20s with short curly brown hair, driving a silver 4-door Honda. You should call Harrison Township Police if you think you have any information about seeing this man or maybe some type of lead that can help them with their investigation. One person is dead and 2 more are injured after a high-speed crash on Detroit's west side. Witnesses say that the driver was speeding down the street when he suddenly clipped a van, causing him to crash into a tree. People living on that street say that speeding is a constant issue. The investigation is ongoing. And Detroit police are on the lookout for this man who broke into a mosque on the city's east side and wreaked havoc with a hammer. The man got in through a window and caused extensive damage to the inside. Nothing was taken and no injuries were reported, but police are asking for your help in identifying. If you think that you recognize him or think you've seen him, you should contact Detroit police. Hurricane Irma's wrath is still being felt across the southeast, and a sad discovery was made at a nursing home in Hollywood, Florida. At least 5 people were found dead inside, and a 6th was confirmed dead just in the past half hour. Officials are saying that the deaths could be due to the loss of the home's air conditioning after the hurricane hit.
Once we determined that we had multiple deaths at the facilities and that the facilities are extremely hot, we made the decision to evacuate all of the patients.
Irma has left neighborhoods leveled, roadways washed away, and for some, loved ones lost as well. And as those affected by both Hurricanes Harvey and Irma work to regain some sense of normalcy, many of you opened up your hearts and also your resources to help us help make a difference. Take a look at the total from yesterday's Help for Hurricane Relief Telethon. You helped us raise more than $430,000 during this 14-hour-long telethon we had in partnership with Art Van Furniture to provide donations to the American Red Cross. So thank you all so much for your outpouring of generosity. He pulled out all the stops, including a nod to his potential Senate run. Kid Rock we're talking about. He performed for a sold-out crowd at the grand opening of Little Caesars Arena. And as fans cheered inside, some protesters marched outside before the concert.
We had a line of demonstrators that were marching, and we had a line of protesters by way of motorcycles past each other. But the key point to remember is they maintained their professionalism.
And Kid Rock will be returning to Little Caesars Arena for a string of 5 more performances. And the Red Wings take the ice for the first time on September 23rd. So lots to be excited about, lots to see, certainly, as many events are coming to that awesome new arena. Still ahead, tensions rising on the Korean Peninsula. South Korea is aggressively bolstering their military posture in response to repeated threats from North Korea. And after one of the largest credit breaches in history, experts are saying the safety check being offered might not be safe at all. Plus, ongoing drama on Capitol Hill as the president's controversial travel ban takes a step forward. We'll have more on that next. Welcome back, everybody. Today, South Korea is aggressively stepping up their military posture in response to the North Korean threat. The South Korean military announces that they are forming what they call decapitation squads that can infiltrate North Korea, the goal to assassinate the leadership. The South Koreans also today unveiled what they say is a cruise missile that can evade radar, be fired from a fighter jet, and hit targets hundreds of miles away. The U.S. is also keeping a close eye on North Korea today in expectation that the rogue nation may fire off more ballistic missiles in response to UN sanctions passed yesterday. The U.S. Supreme Court has lifted restrictions on President Trump's travel ban until further notice. This allows the administration to continue barring, some refugees from entering the country. The court granted the government's request to block a federal court ruling that said the administration can't ban exempted refugees. The new ruling could impact around 24,000 people. The existing legislation bars immigrants from Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen from entering the United States. Your credit card security may be at risk after that massive security breach earlier this week with Equifax, a new warning about your personal data. We'll have more on that for you next.
And waiting for a warm-up, we have 70s for the next couple of days, but we are tracking 80s ahead and a little bit of Irma, what's left of her, coming up.
Complex.
Welcome back, everybody. Credit monitoring company Equifax continues to face fallout over its massive data breach. Today, the company announced that it will waive all fees associated with freezing your credit. But before you go online to find out if your information is at risk, a new report indicates Equifax's monitoring site is also vulnerable to hacking. White Hat Hacking Group, who are paid to expose potential security flaws, determined a loophole that could allow someone to access the website's commands and siphon off personal information of anyone who visits. The report says that a good way to check if it is a spoofed page would be to open it in a computer and a mobile browser. And if you are given a strange prompt on that web browser and not the phone, email Equifax's support team to let them know, and do not enter any information on either page. Such a delicate situation, Brandon, and it affects so many people.
It does, and you have to just pay such close attention and read everything. It's very easy to get taken advantage of, unfortunately. Let's look live at a brand new celebration in Detroit, Little Caesars Arena. Pizza Kid Rock. 72 degrees right now. We've got a little bit of cloud cover filling back in, but we've had some breaks, and we'll probably get a couple of more. Also a chance for some showers. Right now the wind out of the south at 74, 75 degrees or so. Better chances for rain for us, although we've had a few drips. After 4 o'clock, 4 to 8 in that time frame, and even a few spotty showers overnight early tomorrow. Models are even hanging on to some showers into the afternoon on Thursday, but down to about 60 degrees overnight. Close-up view here on satellite radar. You can see speckled and freckled here over southeastern lower and southern Ontario. We've had barely even reaching the ground with some of this drizzle, but we look south and this is Irma, center of the storm right there over southern Illinois, and the trajectory will be to our south, moving to the east-northeast, but still as the wraparound effect around this storm moves to our east tomorrow, it's going to pull some more moisture back around. Better chances on the east side, southern Ontario on Thursday. And this stuff moving up from south to north later today. Model doesn't have a great idea on this, but at least some grasp of what's happening this afternoon. 4:30, and we've got these showers around. Certainly could slow down the evening drive a little bit. And then tomorrow, again, that system, Irma remnants, passing to our east. We spin back around, some shower chances throughout the day. Nothing major at all, but don't want you to get those drips on the windshield and say, hey, what's going on? Still watching Jose, the only big system out there in the ocean. 75-mile-an-hour winds with this Category 1. There's Bermuda and the Bahamas over here. So right now it looks like this thing is just going to kind of spin around, move very slowly. Tomorrow morning it's barely moved there at all. By Friday it's, I guess, just off to the west of Bermuda, but in between the mid-Atlantic states and Bermuda, and maybe early next week a glancing blow with parts of the east and northeast. Meantime, back here at home, middle 70s today, tomorrow, as we thin the clouds out. Friday, we have a great shot at 80 degrees. Saturday, don't forget the sunscreen out at the big house or anything you have going on. In the low 80s, warm. The JDRF1 walk. We're walking to cure diabetes Sunday morning at Milliken State Park. Looks like a great day, Rhonda, with shower chances late.
Of course, you're such a part of that walk. Of course it's not going to rain till later. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Looking forward to it. A DUI with a very strange twist. We're talking about a city mayor that was driving down the road while intoxicated in something very unusual. It certainly left police officers speechless. We'll show you more next.
When paradise turns to hell, today at 4 on First at 4, we're in touch with a well-known local activist. She recently moved to the island of St. Thomas. She's stranded there. She is in crisis. She gets intermittent internet. We've been communicating through Facebook. She, her daughter, her husband have been injured. She is begging fellow Detroiters for help. We'll let you know what she needs.
This is, well,
you got to hear this one.
a South Carolina mayor is in trouble, accused of drinking and driving, but not a car.
No, with lights flashing, police officers of a small town near Myrtle Beach pulled up behind a man that was riding on a lawnmower in the pitch of dark night, trying to get him to stop. Dashcam video shows the driver moving along in a slow speed chase until the officers finally pull up next to him and order him to stop.
It turns out that the driver was the town's mayor, John Gardner. And get this, Gardner was not arrested or ticketed for DUI because riding a lawnmower while intoxicated is not a crime in the state of South Carolina.
That's surprising. A motorized vehicle.
Was he trimming the street?
All right, let's show you this one. Like a lot of strange ideas, this one reportedly came up over a few beers. Someone had a great idea. A goldfish rental service for bored hotel guests. Incredibly, the booze-infused concept quickly became a reality and has since turned a small Belgium hotel into an unlikely internet sensation. Social media posts of the goldfish, which can be rented for about $4 per night, catapulted the otherwise ordinary hotel into the internet spotlight. The fish were initially intended really just for guests, Brandon, that entered while they waited to check in, just to entertain them. But managers are now considering making them like the primary feature of the hotel because they're so popular.
They're so amazing to watch.
Have a good day, everybody.